Yes, sir. All white.
Restore my agility, and I'm never rehearsing. I'm making verses like Swizzy and Timothy. Never provoke with the go, cause I want all the smoke. You can call me a chimney. And I really want, but I settle for. I just aim at better the widow's peak. Aim at your head when I kill a beat. Spaghetti and shells like Italy. Never let a wishbone grow where a backbone should. Belly been take it a dash all wood. 10 payment, the back end good. Got sense, but the act no good. Send the same money to Sudan. I could probably see the hood for a year or two. Stuck between
What type of unhealthy stuff was that?
I know, close your eyes. Think about your wildest dreams. You ready?
No, nigga, I just that phrase was just crazy. I need a Sprite. No, I've never thought I needed a Sprite. What's pop? I mean soda? No, I'm acting like I know but don't know what pop is. Like I wouldn't know. You mean soda, nigga? I'll be doing that to my wife when she say, "Get the kids some pop." What's pop, man? I don't know what pop is. Us rich folks say soda. Renaissance starter, my mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And that one will bounce out of the back of the... We will start here at the 25. Throwing on first down with Oladokin. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A very solid gain of 27. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And forget about finding
now here you go, giving up, Jerry.
Before he was planted in the backfield.
You ain't even out of it yet.
In the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these
you do, but you find a way to get, you find a way to pull it out, man.
As this game continues.
You keep calling on your Madden guys, and they keep helping.
2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Throwing his Cousins.
Oh, that's it right
Get it to
there.
Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okuda. And the Lions are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster.
All my life I had to play.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way.
Hey, so what y'all think about that power forward I made? You straight?
Someone has to take responsibility and work with him.
I wasn't talking to you, sir.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
Mind your business.
He'll get this up to about the 44. Well, you hate that defensively. They had it pretty well corralled with the face mask. That obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
Whoa.
What
type of...
Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one in.
What the heck?
Seeing no options and throws it away. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one, so they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit.
Who you play?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Oladokun. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield. Oftentimes, it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. To throw, Oladokun. It's complete to Williams. Down at about the 37, well short of the first. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, they're sending out
hey, relax. I'm tired of y'all niggas, dog.
Here in the opening quarter, what a block it was.
I love how you talked about sending out a memo. I know one special teams coach who leaves a note in the lockers of guys he wants on his special teams. A direct invitation to them. He wants them to have the pride in what they're doing. This group showed it right there. A big effect on this game.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Well-executed 22-yard gain.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield, and allow the play to be successful.
Yes, sir, your arch rival, man.
Well, this defense for the Lions.
Oh, I thought you was with U-Haul. I mean, UPS.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers. 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away.
So y'all all got to wear them like them baby-ass shorts with the purple shirt.
Week, and they carried it out.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
So niggas choose to do that?
They go play action. Cousins. He'll buy some time. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Multiple teams first sack of the game. Well, they sit him on the blitz from that linebacker spot. And boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think he got right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it was hard for anyone to react.
Over the middle to Smith. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
It's hot as balls.
8 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. 4th down, field goal try coming. So Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph from Minnesota. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Joseph's got it. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole, at least in needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
Oh, Lord.
Going left. Oh, what a move. And some space here. And he'll even avoid the contact in the end as he will finally slide to a hole. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. What a run there. I mean, you got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys with speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
On second down, Swift. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter.
I should have went to their division, bro. That would have been easy.
Oladokin on third down here. He's got this, complete to Williams. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams. His 14th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it.
Whoa.
They'll take it. Get some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker try to run that ball in the end zone. They're going for 6.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Oh, man.
Here's second and a yard.
No, take them fucking drones off, nigga.
They run the counter with Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses. And this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Fair to say it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here could really muddy the waters.
And both of these teams want to clear things up.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. The 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Tries to hit 6 DBs out there. They were thinking pass. They surprised him with a long run.
I wonder if they saw that and just checked to it. Maybe had an audible and said, you know something, it's 6 defensive backs, let's run the football. Let's get our big guys downfield and match up with the littler guys and see if we can create some space. And not only did they create space, they created a path all the way to the end zone.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
Working with a 2nd and 3. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
He got to stop that. He got to stop that.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. And he will have the Vikings first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
On second down, Cook. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
I know the speed is a hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And he will bring it back. Interception return for a Lions touchdown. Back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
The try here for the extra point. And it's 21-3. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Throwing on second and long. Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
A dime look defensively for the Lions on third. Now Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Jordan Berry out to punt on 4th down. Now Cobb to return. Spins by. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do, and you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Play action. Here's Olajokin. He's airing it out for Williams. All right, open, complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. A rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it and taking it into the end zone.
Can you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now? We could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present, making plays, and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Looking deep for Adams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Thus far, they've been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Off the play fake, Cousins. This ball complete. It's an out route to Thielen. And they'll get to it after a gain of 7 to the 47. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They run again on first down. Cook. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Cousins. Looking deep for Adams. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles, but that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away. Pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters, but in this game, you don't want to share with the other team. Keep it for yourself. Keep it for your team. Got to cut down on all of those throws, those errant passes, but they hope to get back into this game.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Oladokin on 3rd down here. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handing it to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And the half will begin with a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in their second half blowout material. Oladoke into the air on 1st down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Munn. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this 3rd quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
Swift is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. Now, a familiar refrain. A turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it,
Why he on the background like that?
This one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Mond.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Tershawn Wharton coming in to drop it for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for him predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle.
So the starting field position was terrific following a surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But all right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked by Tracy Walker. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Zadarius Smith able to get him down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Off the play fake, Oladokin. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. Oh, look at the juke. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 117 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 2nd and 7, Oladokin. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit.
He got 40?
Incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a
63.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries.
Hey, what's the most interceptions on there?
Lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
80 interceptions?
And that will extend their lead even further. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across.
No, these niggas throwing them.
After the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
They both my quarterbacks. No, I'm playing. I don't know.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Oh, these damn Lions I'm playing.
About, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really
jumping every route I throw.
Helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Munn. And Cook has it left side. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That's a good job there. We can talk about this.
You got Russell Wilson? Oh, you got the Broncos.
It's simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
Mon looks to throw. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 4th quarter. So the ball moves in.
Cortland Sutton, he don't catch as much as Jerry Jeudy.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They go play action here. Mon. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you're not trying to defend that 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Mond ran last time. Here he'll throw it. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Here's Mond. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this game just a little bit better.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
2 runs in a row, only 2 yards to show for it. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
In search of 8 yards on third down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Bond's going to keep this himself. And that was some effort, but it would appear that he's going to come up about a yard short. Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Mond. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Lions will take over. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we can get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. Williams going to get it again on second down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. Well, big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion. I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They can continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.